The BMW flagship, the 7 Series, an apparition on the street. And 7 is its lucky number. G70 is the name of the 7th generation of the 7 Series, which has been built since 1977. Will it manage to take luxury and performance to a new level? And where is the best place? Behind the wheel or in the second row? Driver's car or chauffeur-driven saloon? That's the big question with the 7 Series, especially with this one, the M760e, with 571 horsepower. We have a 5.40 meter long colossus with pampering potential. On the other hand, BMW, and especially this M in the radiator grille, stands for the joy of driving. So what more is it? On the driver's side, we take a look at the handling and maneuverability in the narrow city centre. On the chauffeur's side, we explore the rich world of comfort and entertainment in the 7er. But first, let's clear up the elephant in the room. This is the large kidney grille. And these are the 2-part headlights. They've had to take a lot of criticism. But negative criticism is always louder than positive criticism. What is the real state of play here? We ask you. We're setting up an Instagram poll right now and asking you, what do you think of the design of the new 7 Series? Good, average, or not so good? I'm really looking forward to the result. The resolution will follow later. Firstly, a brief overview. The 7th generation is available for the first time as a fully electric i7, in addition to combustion engine variants. It comes in 3 power levels with 455, 544 or 659 horsepower. The entry-level model is a diesel with 299 horsepower. On the petrol side, there are 6-cylinder mild hybrids with 490 and 571 horsepower, an 8-cylinder petrol engine without electric support with 543 horsepower is only intended for the US market. Our test car, the M760e with 571 horsepower, is the sportiest combustion engine derivative. And for the first time at BMW, a plug-in hybrid has the M in its name. We know this from most cars. These days, they have driving modes such as sport, comfort or efficient. We also have such modes here, but they go beyond just driving. They are more like complete setting modes. They are called My Modes here. Let's start with the example of Relax mode. The blinds go up everywhere, and the seat massage starts. And you can also hear a light music layer when you accelerate, which is virtually adapted to the speed. This My Mode becomes even more interesting when we take Expressive. Listen carefully. It sounds like something out of a horror film, as if a monster is about to come around the corner. On the one hand, the My Mode influences the ambience in the form of lighting, display, sound generator, or functions such as seat massage. On the other hand, driving behavior parameters are also adjusted. This is particularly evident in efficient and sports modes. And here, in addition to the soundscape, the throttle response and steering also change a little, but also physically, the side bolsters of the seat grip a little more. Well, let's step on the gas a little. Okay, it sounds a lot sportier, but I have to say, even the sport mode can't turn this ship into a speedboat. It's still like you're gliding over the road on a magic carpet. The acceleration is good. It immediately packs in and pushes forward. But I do wonder whether it has to have 571 horsepower or whether the 299 horsepower, as in the entry-level diesel, would be enough for this car. Despite its enormous power, the M760e achieves a fuel consumption of 1 to 1.3 litres per 100 kilometres. However, this is very theoretical. But if you're smart about it, you can really only drive on electricity. Electric range is specified as 70 to 78 kilometers, depending on the equipment. In theory, this is more than enough for most customers. But even if we could manage the 70 kilometers with this, that would be an acceptable figure for such a plug-in hybrid. But now it's like this. Theory is different from practice. We've also tried it out, and with a full battery, only travelling in urban areas and no major consumers such as massage or seat ventilation or anything like that on, we only managed 54 kilometres. That's far too little. BMW even claims a range of 90 kilometres in urban areas. The 7 Series is now only available as an almost 5.40 m long version, and that is a whopping 13 centimetres more than the long version of its predecessor. Together with a weight of around 2.5 tonnes, it's a real colossus. The motto is to go big rather than small. For example, all doors can be opened and closed electrically. How does this luxury car fit into a major European city? Keeping up with normal city traffic in a saloon car like this is not usually a problem, but not every road is nice and wide and well developed. And then it sometimes gets quite tight here, with such a big 7 Series. It makes you wish you were being driven in the chauffeur-driven saloon rather than driving yourself. This is one of the narrowest streets in Munich that I know. There are cars parked on the right and left. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Okay, well done. Without faulting in the mirrors. The first 7 Series from 1977, the E23 series, is over half a metre shorter and weighs 700 kilos less. Back then, a new 7 Series customer had to put at least 29,300 Deutschmarks on the table. Adjusted for inflation, that's just over 42,000 euros today. In 2023, a 7er will cost at least 116,000 euros. The M760e variant, another 30,000 euros more. Over generations, the luxury saloon has developed into a luxury lounge on wheels that leaves nothing to be desired. Whether materials, infotainment, or comfort features, a BMW doesn't have to hide even from Bentley here. Even the centre armrest can be heated, and the lower door area is made of soft material instead of hard plastic. Heads of state, rock stars and businessmen, the most important people always sit in the back, so I have to try it out now. Everyone who gets into the rear seat here for the first time falls into these super soft pillows. Everyone notices. It's really brilliant. I don't think we need to talk about legroom. There's more than enough space. And the big highlight in the back is, of course, the smartphone-sized operating displays in the sides. I can really use them to extend the main attraction. And that's this 31-inch 8K screen. That in a car. That's insane. It's the biggest show effect you can have. Of course, we can also control many other things via the display, the seats or the ambient lighting. We can also lower the blinds again. They go down again. And here on the display, I have all the options of Netflix, Amazon, YouTube. I'll see if I can find Motorvision. In addition to the entertainment function, the screen also becomes a second monitor in the car office via an HDMI connection. And for pure relaxation, the seat can be moved into a lounge position. Since I think autonomous driving will take another 1 to 2 years, I'm going to appoint my cameraman Volker as my chauffeur, and we'll drive around Munich a bit. The hybrid concept is practical for the chauffeur service. The driver always has waiting times that can be filled with charging breaks, and in the best case scenario, you are travelling without local emissions. Wonderful! Now I'm finally sitting here in the BMW 7 Series, and it's super cozy. Every Motorvision test could look like this for all I care, with me telling you what the car is like from back here. No, but it's really very comfortable. And the children in the back of the car on the long journey to their holiday are whining. "Mom, Dad, when are we going to get there?" They would probably say in this car, "Can we go for another drive? It's so nice and cozy in the back here, and it's so nice and quiet. You don't even notice whether the combustion engine is on or the electric motor. Sometimes, but that's really complaining on a high level. Sometimes you can hear a few wind noises at the top of the window. But I think complaining at a high level is allowed in a price category like the 7. There was something else. We have an Instagram poll running. We asked, what do you think of the BMW 7 Series design? I'm very curious. I'm going to be neutral and click OK in the center. Yes, OK. We have 22% who voted for good, 31% say OK, and a large majority of 47% say bad. I don't like it that much. That's interesting, and it also reflects the criticism that the 7 Series has had to put up with. The BMW M760e offers maximum driving comfort and real driver qualities. And the passengers in the car are also offered exuberant luxury. But what is it more now? A driver's car or a chauffeur-driven saloon? It has a lot of power and is really very pleasant to drive. But let's be honest, the BMW enthusiast understands driving pleasure to mean something else. And manoeuvring this colossus in the city centre really is a challenge. On the other hand, it does make things a little easier thanks to all the sensors and cameras in the car. And when it comes to entertainment, comfort and luxury, it delivers across the board. So at the end of this test, we can definitely say that despite the high engine power, the trend is moving away from the driver's car and towards the chauffeur-driven saloon.